This man came home from the office. He saw that his wife hadn't prepared a hot meal today like she usually did. In anger, he threw his briefcase to one side. When he looked around, the living room was completely messy. His paralyzed mother had fallen from her wheelchair, was lying on the floor, and couldn't even move. There were urine stains all around. Seeing this, the man felt overwhelmed. At that moment, his sister, who was ready to go out, was asked to take care of their mother. But the lazy sister flatly refused. She said, "That's sister-in-law's job," and left without looking back. Helpless, the man started to lift his mother, enduring the smell. All these chores were always done by his wife. She used to take care of the house. That evening, the man suddenly felt a strange pain in his heart. Out of habit, he called out to his wife to bring him his medicine. But as soon as he looked beside him, the spot was empty. That's when he realized how important his wife was, but she had already left the house. Deeply hurt, they had married for love, and the wife had devoted 20 whole years to the family. She took care of her paralyzed mother-in-law. She endured her sister-in-law's harsh words. Even her own son would shout at her. Unfortunately, the woman was diagnosed with late-stage breast cancer. The doctor said she only had 3 months left to live. The doctor also mentioned that surgery could extend her life a little, but the surgery would cost $150,000. Since her husband managed the family's finances, the woman called him for help. But to her shock, her husband accused her of wasting money and hung up the phone without even listening to her. At that very moment, the woman spotted her husband in a wellness shop sitting very close to another woman. Filled with anger and resentment, she went inside and started asking what was going on. The husband immediately moved the technician away, who was sitting next to him. The woman found out that this technician was actually her husband's first love. Despite his wife's questions, the husband showed no remorse. Just then, the first love deliberately started grabbing the wife's hand and pretended as if the wife had pushed her and made her fall. Seeing this, the husband's heart melted for his first love, and in anger, he started yelling at his wife. The wife had many sorrows and complaints, but now she had to tell her husband that she had breast cancer and needed $150,000 for surgery. But the husband thought she was lying just to get money. In anger, the wife snatched his phone and was shocked to see that the husband had transferred $150,000 to his first love. She asked her husband what this meant. The husband confidently said that he had only given that money as a loan to his first love to start a business. The woman's heart was broken. After all, she had dedicated 20 whole years to her family after marriage. But the husband never gave her a single penny, while he easily transferred $150,000 to his first love. The woman demanded that he get the money back from his first love's account, but the husband refused. He said that his first love had helped him in the past. In the end, after much contemplation and a period of profound emotional distress, the woman, having exhausted all other avenues for reconciliation and finding no viable path forward in her marital relationship, arrived at the difficult and deeply personal conclusion that the most appropriate and necessary course of action for her well-being and future happiness was to formally initiate legal proceedings to dissolve her marriage, thereby deciding to file for divorce, a decision she made with a heavy heart but with a clear understanding of its profound implications for all parties involved, recognizing that this step was essential for her personal liberation and the pursuit of a more fulfilling life, free from the constraints and unhappiness that had come to define her current marital situation, ultimately leading her to take this significant and life-altering step towards a new chapter in her life, seeking a formal separation from her spouse through the legal process of divorce.